hello, hello. Come on in the room, as they would say. Come on in the room. Sorry for being 3 minutes late, but we are here. Come on in. Faith shares real wisdom, and we're talking tonight about staying clear of double-minded people. Come on in, like, share. Hey, Bird, glad to see you on tonight. Like, share with someone. There's a lot of interesting things going on right now with my page and a lot of things just lifing. But for some reason, they suspended my business page, but it's okay. We are still on. And I'm going to keep on sharing what is necessary to share, which is wisdom is always good to share and to know. And not just to know, but is at the application of it. Hi, Dr. Gatson. How are you tonight? Glad to have you on. Good to see you on this Friday night. It's just good to be here. I wasn't able to tag many people at all tonight, so I'm hoping that some come on. If not, I hope that you watch the replay or you're able to watch the replay. But we're here. I'm here, and I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad anyone that's on the other side, glad to have you. Anybody's on YouTube, I'm glad to have you in the Faith Shares family. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you on tonight coming in. And you had a busy week. And for you to take the time tonight to come in, I appreciate that. I appreciate it to the fullest. But we're not going to hold you long. You see me looking down. I have one trying to go somewhere and others not participating. And it's just a great night. It's just a good day to be alive. And it's a greater night to be alive. I am excited. It is so many great things going on right now. So I am so happy and delighted. And please forgive I'm about to silence my phone. Silence my phone while I'm on because I think it's going to be hot tonight. That's the phone. We're going to be hot tonight. Had company. So excited. My brother and my sister-in-law and my nephew stopped by. So I was happy about that. Hello, Queen Denise and Sister Debbie. I am glad, and I just said I was going to silence my phone. And that's actually you guys that's popping up. But let me go ahead and silence this one. The other one is upstairs. All right. So I am excited. It is an exciting time right now in my life, in my household. Just good news, good news. Hey, PB, I hope you are feeling great now. It's just an exciting time right now in my house, in my life. And I make no apologies. I'm just happy about it. But before we get started, I do want to say that I am still waiting on the delivery. I am waiting on the delivery of the books. I will say this is really funny and hilarious. I'm waiting on the books and actually have them coming in from two places. And one of the places that was supposed to have them quickly because it was still waiting on the other ones, I'm still waiting, even with them. So things ever since COVID, things have not been the same. I got my glasses on. My daughter, my 18-year-old, gave me lashes on today. So I am not used to them. So I'm laughing because it kind of get to her, what's her name? And she said, I believe I did a good job. I said, you did. We'll see how long I can do this. But it's just an exciting day, an exciting time. Hey, cuz, um, and so many great things are going on. And I pray that you um, are making sure you're in this place. Thank you, Queen Denise. Um, um, just make sure that you're in this place where all good things are coming your way. All great things, all promises are coming your way. And that's why on tonight, I'm just trying to tell you stay away from double minded people. I know that you may see them, and when I say that, don't find yourself being in their company long. Why? Because you want to keep your peace and you want to make sure that you get everything that pertains to blessings and miracles and all those great things in your household, that you don't hold it up, that it doesn't become a hindrance. And I'm telling you, in the Bible, it speaks of a double-minded man, woman, and it says that a double-minded man or woman is unstable in all their ways. Okay, how does that happen? How many of y'all know people who are, you don't call them devil minded, you just like, they can never make their mind up. One day they want to do this, and the next day they want to do this. And one day they tell me they're coming and we're going to get this done. And then when I'm depending on them to come and to show up. Then they don't show up. And what do they say? I just changed my mind. Okay, could you not call and let me know you changed your mind? Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it. A double-minded man or woman is unstable in all their ways. Is like you can never, listen to me, depend on a double-minded person because you don't know who they are that day or the next day, or in a lot of times they don't even know what they want. So if they don't know what they want, how are they going to help you? Very wishy-washy. Come on, Sherry. So you could tell all of us that it was in the same time zone because it's been a long time, but that's what they used to say. So wishy-washy. So wishy-washy. And now we would say they are so unstable. And I'm not unstable. Yeah, because your mind changed. It's hard to get a double-minded person to set goals. It really is. It's hard to get a double-minded person to set goals. Why is it hard for them to set goals? Because everything they write, they stretch off. It's not a goal. They're trying to come up with an idea. They can't not. It's a mindset thing. You have to come to the place and stability. All of this works. You have to have a stable mind. Okay. When I start saying, when it speaks of a double-minded man, we laugh and we used to joke, like when we'll go to a drive-through, and you'll say, "What you want?" And we used to laugh because I would say it's the same thing on the menu. They have not changed, whether it's Zaxby's, whether it was Wendy's, or it has not changed. What do you want? Want 5 different things. They start off with one, and now I don't want that. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. You can say, well, yeah, having a change of mind is totally different from having a double mind. Having a change of mind is, thank you, Virginia Stewart. Having a change of mind is totally different from being double-minded. It is hard to help double-minded people. Why? I'm gonna save you some time because the most of the time they don't want your help. They say they want your help, but they don't want your help. You'll be going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for months. They don't want your help because why? The first thing you have to tell, okay, let's just go ahead and concentrate on one thing. Let's just work with one goal first. We're not going to even ask you to list five, three, two, just one, just one. And this is a good test. See if they can stick with it. If they can come up with one, which everybody should be able to come up with one. If they come up with one, see if they can stick with that one goal for more than 20 days. And it should, and by that time, completed or almost completed. If they can stick with that. But when you ask them, and within that 20 days, they tell you 15 of those days, they keep changing their mind, they're not stable. Okay. As they say, we're not saving face tonight. They're not stable. And they're not being stable is usually 99.9% by choice. By choice. It's like, Coach Faye, by choice. That's kind of hard. That's kind of rough. No, it's not. It's just facts. It's the quicker we get to the problem, the quicker we can come up with some results. And if I'm only asking you to come up with one goal and work on that one goal, but 15 of those days you have changed your mind 15 times, there's a problem. And it's not with the pen, it's not with the paper, it is not with your phone, it's you. You need to check your environment. You need to see the type of people that you are letting in your space or you're going over in their space. Because they used to say this back in the day. Either you're going to draw those people if they're good or if they're bad. Either you're going to draw them or they're going to draw you. I believe that. I believe that the people you surround yourself with the most of the time, you will show the same behavior as the people you're always around. You know how when you're with somebody, or you can have friends that you've been with for years, you literally start talking a lot. It's like, because it's funny. You can say what they're going to say before they get it out, or you're both saying it at the same time. Why? Because you're always together. So, you walk in agreement. We're always together. There's a reason why you can be with someone for years. You can have a friend or someone for years, and it's almost like knowing their thought. It's not just in a relationship of having a significant other or whatever, but you'll find yourself doing some of the same things, or after a while, somebody could say, go ahead and taste this. I'm like, no, I don't want to taste it. Well, go ahead and taste it. Then I might taste it because I'm always there. I'm always showing up. We're always together. So whoever you're always with, make sure they have common sense and good sense. Nothing hard. Make sure they have common sense and good sense. You want to make sure that their mind is working right, because we cannot afford to lose any of ours. And a lot of people I know can't afford to lose none of theirs. So you have to stay away from double-minded people. And on that note, and when I'm saying there's a distance that must be kept, not that, because, hey, you're going to always be, you can't change everybody. You got to work on you. You're the one you have to work on. And while you're working on you, you don't need to be in a confused state. You do not need to be in a confused state. And the easiest way for you to become confused is to be around a bunch of people that's always confused. To be around a bunch of people that don't know what they want, but they're always telling you what they want. I know what I want. I know what I want. Then when you ask them, well, yeah, it's your prerogative to change your mind. But listen, for your safety, for your good, keep a distance. Because when people show signs of no common sense, that's a red flag. That is a red flag because I do not care. Look, we'll look at babies and we'll be like, oh my goodness, that baby got so much sense. That baby, we call them old spirited. Like they act like they've been here before and all this kind of stuff. Even babies have common sense. Look, or if they don't know, as we learned when I was in school for early childhood, one of the things about um, me telling a child, do not touch that. Don't touch that, especially if something is hot. Don't touch that. And they look at it and they stop. Why? Because first of all, they hear me and they understand when I said, do not touch. They understand. You know, back in the day, they go, pop, pop. Didn't even have to pop them. They just made the sign of pop, pop. They start learning not to touch. You say, do not touch that. That's hot. When that child goes, the one that is gun home or having their way, go to touch it and they find out it's hot and they jump back because of the heat, because their reaction is going to make them jump away from it. 9 times out of 10, you don't have to worry about that same child touching that again. Why? It was the heat, the contact, the disobedience, and all like, now I know why they say not to touch it. Why they say not to touch. And you won't have any problem with them going back to that hot area, whether it's a stove, whether it's a heater, whether it's a curling iron. They'll look and look. The first thing they start saying, hot, new word, hot, because the reaction was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, but when they touch that heat, same a child. Our community, we spank for everything. But one of the things is a milestone is when a child looks at, and these are usually toddlers, they see something up on a counter and they see that they cannot reach it. The brilliance of that child's mind and showing you what level that child is on is that child will say, wow, I want that, but it's up there. I'm going somewhere with this. And they will get something, whether it's a box or chair, because they'll see the chair has the height. They can climb up on the chair, but they just couldn't climb all the way up on the counter. But this child will get a chair without anyone telling him. Any early childhood educators out there know what I'm talking about. They will literally get the chair, move the chair over to the counter, climb up on the chair, and get what they want from the top of the counter. Brilliant. I mean, now, if it was in our house, you'd be like, what you doing with that chair? And then they want to give the child a spanking. That child was showing you how intelligent they was and how they could think that what I want is on top of that counter, but I'm too small to get it. But I see a chair. That chair is going to give me some height. Now, they don't have to say height, but they know that chair is the source they need to get up there to get what they want. How about us? You might set a goal and it seems like it's not reachable. But just sit there and think for a minute. Don't become double-minded. Don't get around people who's not gonna encourage you, who's gonna say, no, you can get that. You can go get that, Sherry. Be like that Tyler. That Tyler said, there's a chair. You may say, I got a plan. I am going to reach my goal, but I might have to come up with a strategy so I can get to my goal. Because right now it seems like I can't reach it. Don't get around a bunch of people who don't believe in goals, who don't believe in accomplishing things. Get around that right person. That person might be your chair to go ahead and complete your goal. Don't get around a double-minded person. Don't be around people that don't have common sense. I'm telling you, because we love to say common ain't common anymore. Stay away from double-minded folks, double-minded people. Because the majority of the time, they're always going in the same circle. They never break the circle. They're always going around in the same circle, never completing. It's not, look, it was a circle when they started. So something tells me, okay, if anything, I'm not going to go around in the same small circle. If anything, I'm going to find a way to make it larger, to make it bigger. That's what I'm going to do. I have to do something. But I can't stay in the same small, little, minute place because I'm not getting anywhere. Stay away from double-minded folks. And you know, a lot of times we don't want to admit to it because we know when we used to be like off. Hey, Renee, and it is the truth, but we don't like to admit to it because we're more on, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Well, y'all stay confused. You're going to be pretty messed up. Yes, double-minded people are dangerous. Always are going around in the same circle. And this is the thing. They're staying in that same circle, Renee, and not realizing you're not getting anywhere. The circle ain't getting smaller and it ain't getting larger. You just there, spinning on nothing. Why? Because you have already grouped yourself with folks that are not going anywhere. So you get in that same cycle and be like, okay, I wanna do this. So I call Renee and say, Renee, this is one of the goals I'm setting. I want to get done. And she said, okay, go for it, girl. I'll back you all the way. I'm happy for you. If anything I can do, let me know. I had to do that too. And then I'll turn around the same night and call Sherry and say, Sherry, I don't know. And I want to start this pity party thing. Nope. Where you going? You don't have time to be walking around having a pity party and want everybody to come join you. I'm telling you now, so many great things are happening, and has happened that you're trying to catch up with. Watch who you are around. Look at your circle. Some people will say, well, I don't have a circle. Well, then you ain't got nothing to look at. You just go ahead. You go ahead. You go forward. Just make sure you don't turn double-minded. Just make sure that you are striving and completing your goals. Stay away from double-minded people. People that tell you all the time what they're getting done and they have nothing done. Just talking, not even trying. My grandmother and my mother taught me when I was young that um, people never mind helping someone who's trying to help themselves. But if you just talking and you doing nothing, don't nobody want to help you because you ain't doing nothing. So that says you don't want it. You have to want it bad enough. Not not in this pity thing of nobody want to help me. No, help yourself. You got to put the effort in. When somebody sees you put, matter of fact, when God sees you putting in the effort in striving to do what you say you want to do and making some accomplishments and getting some things. It doesn't have to be everything at once, but taking small steps. But you're going forward, not going backwards. Taking steps forward. He will say, "Oh, let me send Dr. Gasson to help out Sherry." And Sherry be like, Dr. Gasson just shows up and said, "Oh, you are doing such a good job. Do you need any help in this area?" And you be like passing out almost because like, "Oh wow, God." But he knows you really trying to accomplish something, not sitting there doing nothing. As my brother was and my husband was having a conversation, and he's like, once you believe it, you know it's done. You don't go back and say, "Well, I don't have this go." You keep moving forward because you know that thing is going to get completed. You just make sure you have everything in motion, still going forward, and keep moving on to the next thing because that's happening, and you did everything. Don't go find those people that are not doing anything that's going to encourage you not to do anything, tell you that your goals are too big, your dreams are too big. I said on Sunday, why would I ask a big God for a small thing? He's a big God. So why am I going to ask him for small things? I don't serve a small God. I serve a big God. So I'm not going to ask him for small things, but what I found out he will do when I ask him for these things is just showing where my faith is. And am I going to take any action towards where my faith is? Will it all get completed today? Tomorrow? No, but it's going to get done. Oh yeah, it's going to happen because when I asked, it was already done. I asked, as my husband will always say, our ministry, he spoke it from a finished place. So it was completed when he said it. The thing is, can you believe? Can you move forward? Do you have the confidence to get to see these things come to pass? Do you have the faith to see it? Or are you asking for something and then closing your eyes? Keeping your eyes closed. Come on. When I act, my eyes is wide open. Do you understand me? As they would say, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? My eyes are wide open. Everything he spoke, everything I asked, and every time I look, someone is saying like they all in my house or something. Keep asking. He said he heard you. He is going to do everything. I'm like, yeah, God, I believe that. And I always say I believe that. But he'll turn around and have somebody else to tell you the same thing you say you believe. Why? For it to happen that night? No. What he's saying is, I'm doing this. I'm just going to let you know. Keep going in the right direction. Keep believing. Listen, but when you're around devil-minded people, when you're around people that don't want anything, or when you're around people who love being at the bottom, who love being beneath and not above, you'll find yourself in that place. Don't do it. Do not do it. I've come to the conclusion. Everybody don't want to be on the top. And guess what? It's okay. But I'm not coming to the bottom because you don't want to go to the top. That's just that. And that's not even being, that ain't nothing but being, that's common sense. Common sense tell me, Neek, if I'm going to the top and I'm on my way to the top and I started at the bottom and I look down to see how far I came from, you think I'm gonna let somebody else insecurity make me come back, go back down? As those church folks would say, the devil is a liar. And as I would say, he's always gonna be. He's the father of all liars. So hey, no, if you're moving forward, you're climbing up, you're going up, keep going up. Because if you start messing around with people who's double-minded, if you start messing around with people who doesn't use, I'm not going to say they don't all have, some people don't have that, but if they don't have common sense, no, don't you come back down. Don't come back down. Let me see if I can put my glasses on to see, because y'all know I can't see. No, darling, don't you start climbing back down because somebody else got upset because you halfway there. Tanya, don't start coming back down. Y'all keep going up. But if you mess around with double-minded people and you mess around with people who don't use common sense, you'll find yourself going down. Sherry, I'm not coming down because somebody wants you to come down. Oh, Queen Denise, you better say, not today, baby. I'm sorry. I'll see. I have time to say a prayer for you, but I'm not coming down there. You took that way. You were almost here, and you decided to go hang out with some downers. I want to say some other things, but y'all, I'm gonna try to sound. I'm gonna sound like a coach, a coach, and maybe a pastor. So downers, I'm gonna say downers tonight. Don't y'all start hanging around no downers. And let me tell you something. Downers talk good. Downers got a good talk. They just can't stand up on nothing. Yeah, that's how you get down there with them, because it sounds correct. It sounds good. Not happening. Not happening. Baby, I've come to the knowledge and the understanding. The only reason why you down there, because you chose to be. We're not doing that over here, acting like we don't know. People, and I'm a people. Most people choose to stay in the state that they are in. So you'll say, they can't help what happened to them. Right. They might can't help what happened to them, but they can get up out of there. I promise you that. They can get up out of there. They ain't got to stay there. When you, I look, y'all know I'm just straight and gonna be straight. If you think I had to go through whatever I went through and come to a certain place, climbing up, if you think, because see, comfort will keep you in that place. Comfort will keep you in that place. It's not nobody want to see me have nothing. You don't want nothing. Because see, what you're saying is, I want everybody to give me something. And I'm telling you, that's not how it works. You got to put the effort in. You got to put the time in. Especially when you love to say, I believe God and this and that, and I'm praying. Well, now you done prayed long enough. Get up off your knees and do something. I need you to understand. Virginia Stewart said, I'm not stretching with the chickens when I was destined to soar with the eagles. Yes, we're soaring, we're going. And let me tell you, eagles go high. And just We're not gonna get. I don't even want to go into the eagle story because oh my God, you get a lot. You will get a lot from the eagles, baby. They just don't soar because they soar. They soar because they soar. Yes, and they strong. They real strong. When I'm telling you, you walk, darling. Yes, it truly takes faith, but you got to take action on that faith. And let me give y'all, how they say, let me give y'all a quarter tonight. Don't look for people to push you. Believe in you. It'll be the people you think that would. I'll be the ones that just they go quiet, silence. You're not gonna hear anything. But let me tell you how good your big God is. He'll send people that don't know you, and they'll be right there for you. They'll be right there to get you where you need to go to encourage you. So, but you have to be moving. You have to be taking action yourself. But if you get around and hang around double-minded people, you're going to find yourself just like them. Just like them. Not happening. Because you know what we do? We like to save everybody's feelings, but I got a question tonight. Who saved yours? You don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. So tell me, who didn't hurt yours? Well, I don't. Okay. What you're saying is, I like struggling. I'm just going to go ahead and translate it for you. I like struggling. I like not having enough. I like always barely making it day to day, week to week, month to month. I like just getting either a paycheck, some type of, whether it's once a month, for folks that say fixed income, a fixed income is only fixed because you're not doing anything else. I watch people with fixed income make more money than people that's literally working because they're still doing something. Because guess what? They don't take in that I only get $700 a month, and you can't make that $700 work for you, but you could. But it's only fixed when it's something, when someone says, well, you need to do this. If you can only get $700 a month, you can budget because evidently that $700 works for you. Because if it didn't work, you'll find a way to make sure that you can get something else. Y'all ain't gonna say I put it out there, but y'all know back in the day, what they said was under the table. That's what they used to call it. Darling used to say, oh, you gotta do something under the table. I said, under the table? That means you can, do something and get cash. That's what they meant when they said under the table. Because at the end of the day, it's all about what you want. It's all about, anybody can make excuses. I watch homeless people literally work and make money. And some of them, not all of them, some of them okay because they're like, okay, well, they doing it whether under the table or on the table. They getting that money and they are not telling them people because a lot of people will take that money from them. That's what some folks don't understand. But whatever situation it is, if you like getting $700 a month, that's your business. But don't get mad at somebody else who get $8,000 a month. They get $8,000 a month because they want $8,000 a month. You said, I get 700 and this is all I can get. That's not all you can get. That's all you're settling for. That's a settling spirit. Stop being around double-minded folks because you'll find yourself that way. If you be around downers, you'll find yourself downers. If you be around complainers all the time, you will literally find yourself complaining because complaining takes no effort. Speaking negative takes no effort. It just like that. It's just like that. When somebody said, "What's your strength?" Tell me 10 positive things about you. And you act like you get stuck by number 3 or 4. Say, tell me 10 negative things. You keep going down, you already to 20. That's a mindset. You have to break that. Break that sometimes goes with changing your environment, changing your atmosphere, doing more or putting more positive things not just in place. Let more positive things go into your ear gates. Look at more positive things. Think about more positive things. Meditate on more positive things. It is so easy to come up with negative things. Why? Because especially in our community, we've been around negativity most of our life. Most of our life. I can't compliment I'm looking at Valerie. I can't compliment Valerie Renee, aka Renee. I can't compliment Renee without 5 more people trying to find something negative. Can't we just say, "Oh, she's doing a fabulous job"? Why can't I just say, "Oh, Queen Denise is just gorgeous"? I say she gorgeous. So a hater got to say, "Yeah, but, yeah, but, yeah, but." That tells me, clear the way, clear the way. Why? Because when you find yourself being around people who always got negative things to say, always complaining, like literally always complaining, complaining so much that it get on your nerve, but you stay right there. I need you to know it's rubbing off on you because then you'll start saying a bunch of negative things. Not even have to be about other people, about yourself. You'll start saying a bunch of negative things about yourself because this is what you're surrounding yourself with. No, no. You have to know when you look in that mirror, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You have to know. The same God you told somebody else doesn't make a mistake, didn't make one with you neither. Don't be double-minded. Don't do it. And don't hang with these folks. You seen it, you know it. You keep saying, "What am I gonna do?" I came with the answer tonight. Cut. There you go, Tanya. Cut. And cut quickly. Why? Because when I tell y'all so much, so many great things are happening and gonna keep happening. Yes. Darling, you got this. It's going. It is so. It's coming to pass. It is so. It is coming to pass. Why? Even when you felt like laying down and giving up. And I got news for y'all. A lot of us did lay down and thought we gave up and found out you still had to get back up. You found out you can't stay there for so long. Just get on up. That party did not last that long because what you gonna find out, you laying there and you saying that, but you waiting for 10 people to come back and by and pull you up. What they say, pull yourself up, pull up your own bootstrap. Hey, buckle up. Like one of our visionaries love to say, buckle up, buttercup. And I always laugh every time she says that. Buckle up, buttercup. I'd be like, okay, you better be a buttercup tonight, girl. But get ready. Come on. You got to know because it's those little things that are actually be big things. No. Be like, I don't want to be double minded and I don't have time for double minded. You don't have time. Thank God for common sense. I hope we all have it. You need to have it. He gave it to you because let me tell you something. When if you don't have it, babies and kids will run circles around you. That's how I know you have it because they will figure things out. And you don't have to say, yeah, we have to teach them, but they'll sit there and say, there, I have to get to up on that counter. Because what I need and what I want, I'm not gonna say what I want is up on that counter, and this lady is not giving it to me. But oh, when she leave out the room, I'ma move that chair. Cause I done figure this thing out. That chair gonna give me the height I need. Let me tell you something. Your faith, take action. Move whatever you need to move, but make sure it's something that gets you closer, closer, and closer to your goal, to completing your goal, to completing your goal. Because you have to be like that, Tyler. Can't nothing stop me. I'm going to figure this thing out. I'll get who I need, whatever. I don't care if they saw it on TV or it just came to their, that can work because I can climb up on that chair. And if I can put that chair there, climb up on that chair, I can climb up on that counter. Now you can come in a room and have a whole fit. You know better. So why are you up there? All this kind of stuff. But they find they sit there and they think. They think. And they go ahead and move with it. What happens? Double-minded people? Like, no. Today they want it, tomorrow they don't. The next day they think they want it, and they want to get you in their inner circle. Don't start keep going around in that same circle. Don't you be double-minded and stop being around double-minded folks. You just like, well, they're not double-minded. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when somebody, what I found out, people say that they want to be on the go to the top. Let's say I want to go to the top floor. Uh, but the only way to get to the top floor is the elevator because they're not about to walk the steps. But they never get on the elevator. Talking about getting to the 30th floor, but you still standing on the first floor. But everybody come by, you talking about, oh yeah, I'm going to the 30th floor because of the view, and you can see the city, and you can see the water, you can see all of this. But they still on the first floor. Please look at folks when they talking. Don't close your eyes. See where they are. And every time you see them, they're in the same place. But they want you to stay on that floor with them. And some of them talk, some of y'all, to be right there. There's nothing to me worse than being at the brink, at the door, windows open, heavens open of your blessing, and you decide to listen to someone that can't even bless a cat. CAT, cat. That was a choice. But guess what? That was their decision. It'll be your decision. Do not come and say, nobody told me. Yes, it did. You just didn't want to listen. Yeah, Renee, I said a cat. And I meant a cat. But you're sitting there. But they on the first floor, but I'm going to the third floor. You stay right down here with me, Renee. You stay right down. Every day I'm going to the 30th floor, but I'm still standing on the first floor. And you keep giving me attention and time. Oh, okay, Coach Faith. I'm gonna go ahead. Now I've been on at the I got to the 15th floor the other day, and they told me I gotta get a special card to go any further before I can go up. So you find out what needs to be done, what requirements for you to get that special card to go on up there to those top floors. No, you keep going on when you come down the first floor, that same person talking. Yeah, I'm gonna go up there and want you to stay there. Baby, bye, hi, bye, keep going. Because you take that ride. You not made it to 15. Don't you keep wasting your time. When you come down to 1, in your case, is to get out the building. Don't get stuck. Y'all leave these double-minded people alone. You're right. See you later, alligator. I'm going up. Up, as the man of God said, let up and away. Up from here. Like up. Constantly. Double-minded folks don't know what they want. And they're not trying to go up. But they love bringing you down to the place where they are. Leave double-minded people alone. Y'all know, mine is not even a cliche. It is a motto. It is my anthem almost. I'm not going to give my peace away for nobody and nothing. Not even a place. I'm going to keep my peace. Why? Because, baby, it is precious. It is precious. Let me tell you something. You can have money, but no peace. Mm-mm. You can have friends, but no peace. It's a tragedy. Nothing like being in a place of peace. Nothing like going and living day by day with peace. Nothing like having peace in the midst of chaos, in the midst of a storm, in the midst of a hurricane, in the midst of an earthquake, when everything around you is shaking. Trina, girl, good evening. I ain't gonna tell you I took that ride for nothing the other day and it was closed. And on the internet it said open. But anyway, when I just saw it, I laughed and said, I need to call Trina or good on Facebook and say, Trina, they did me wrong. But anyway, there's nothing like having that peace. Having peace in the midst of all of it. And I always say, peace that surpasses even my understanding. There have been times when I say, girl, you ain't upset. Literally, I talk to myself, girl, you're not upset. Why? Because that was a promise. If my mind is in the right place, if it stayed on him, he'll give me perfect peace. Like literally. And I love it. I love it. I love when something just is going wrong and I'm sitting there like, I'm good. Tell my kids, I'm good. My husband be like, yep, I'm good. Like, hey, okay, so me and you both, and I was feeling it. But anyway, you got to know you're good. Keep your peace. Don't let anybody take your peace, and y'all leave double-minded people alone because that's a peace stealer. I'm just saying. And I'm telling you the truth. That is a peace stealer. And it not only will affect your peace, but it will affect a whole lot of things. It'll affect a lot of things. I'm gonna tell you that. Hey, I have no problem saying hi and bye. I sure don't. Because I found out my peace was more important. I found out when you put something down, if you write in goals and you believe it, you work towards it. And as long as you're putting your all in it and doing what you believe, and those goals, they're gonna be accomplished. They're gonna get done. As someone said to me on last night, you're gonna get compensated even for your delays. Queen Denise, there I had felt like running, but I just sat there because I have to hear everything. You're gonna get compensated for your delays. For your delays, it's not a denial, but for your delays, he decided your faithfulness, girl, don't worry. I got something big for that. I'm like, oh, yes. But guess what? I couldn't stay stuck in that moment because there's still goals and things I have to get done. I can't just take that and sit there and say, well, I ain't got to do nothing else. Hey, it's coming. It sure is, but it's more, and more. So you have to know more, and more. Let me tell you something. When goal number 1 is done, keep going. If you didn't write down but one, know that you need to write down another one. If that's completed, get them all. Because I serve a God will make sure every last one is done. I am going to get off of here tonight. I'm telling you, I'm excited. But y'all stay away from double-minded people because they roaming all over the place. They all over the place. They everywhere. They everywhere. They in the store. Oh, they might be knocking at your door. They in your email. They in your text. They DMing you. Love you, pray for you, but I don't have time to be hanging out with no devil-minded people because I'm too close to my goal. I am too close to my goal. You don't know what you want from one day to the next. I know what I want. I just can't deal with a bunch of confused people. That's just it. It ain't my ministry. It might be somebody else. That's all. They need a coach. We can talk. We can talk. Lead you in the right direction. But we can talk. So you need to know. You really need to know. So let's make sure that we're straight, we know where we're going. They're everywhere. Pinnacle Spiritual Center. Pinnacle Spiritual Center is somewhere that I enjoy. And I always say, you can stay or you can go. But I promise you, there's a lot of good things going over there. And it's not church, but baby, it's growth. So I'm excited. And even on that note, Gaston, if you still here, that was even told to me about some new things. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, you will always get confirmation and straight up evidence that you are in the right place at the right time. Doing, you ain't got to understand it, but when you know, because see, I ain't double minded. I am in a place where I'm making leaps and bounds. Oh, and it feels good. It really feels good. Don't get stuck and don't let anything take your vision. Listen, don't let anything come and take your vision. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Stay focused. Focus. And that's for real. I'm focused. When I see people don't want to be focused, be like, say a prayer for you, but I'm focused. I'm there. And every time I hear something coming that want to be said to me, it's right there saying, stay there. Stay there, because it's good right there. It's so many surprises. Listen, make sure you keep your mind in the right place. Stay focused. Let's go ahead and meet these goals. Whatever you need. Hey, if you got to move that chair to get what you need off that counter, hey, you can learn some things from kids. You learn that's a toddler. We call it a milestone in early childhood. That's a milestone. They didn't teach us that it was a milestone. In our community, you just got popped. You got popped when I figured when we saw babies throw the food. But when you start learning, that's why it's good to be educated in a lot of areas that we thought was okay and didn't understand. But I'm telling you, my husband said it feels good. Oh yes, up from here and not looking back at all, at all, at all, at all. So we can stand tall. I want to say good night. Thank you so much for coming over. Have a fabulous weekend because I definitely will have things to do, but everything's good. Everything is good. So you have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy your family. Do not take family for granted. Stay safe. Hi, Jean Darvin. Y'all, I'm part of a community that is awesome. You don't understand that it is awesome. You can't get in one, but you can go to the Pinnacle Spiritual Center. Now you can do that, but you can't get in our other community. It's shut down. We're exclusive. We're exclusives, Gene, over there in OMR. So, but you can come to the Pinnacle. You are welcome to come to the Pinnacle. But for our other community, it's exclusive. And I'm happy I'm in. But again, I'm going to say good night. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love people for real. And you have a great weekend. Like and share. Come on YouTube, subscribe. As I said, I am waiting this transportation, and all this good stuff that's getting, and that's what you know what? I'm at peace. Even though it's taking its time, I'm at peace because I know so much greater is coming. So that's the whole part. When you know you're at the right place and you know the people that you're connected to and the people you're connecting with, it's just a great feeling. It is a great feeling. But as soon as those things happen, we'll make other things happen. But know this. I love you back. I love y'all more, and y'all already know that. Y'all know I don't say it every day. I usually do it, but I love you, and I love you from my heart. I ain't forced to love you, and that's a good thing because you couldn't force me anyway. But I'm not forced to love you. I'm loving people for real, and I plan to be here for a great minute, enjoying life to the fullest. God bless. Take care. Stay safe. Pray for our children everywhere. As those that know me in ministry, I always say, keep our military in prayer. Things are still going on in Israel and all this other good stuff. So a lot of things are happening, but he'll give us peace in the chaos. But remember this, when you're prepared, you'll have peace. So I hope that you have not forgotten and you have prepared yourself for different things that will take place. But even while this is happening, blessings are going to flow. So when you're prepared, hey, you're at peace and you're good. So remember, but let's pray for our country. Let's pray for the world. because we are still, I need you to understand, you're not just a part of the United States. The world affects you too. So let's pray and stay away from devil-minded people, and that's for real. God bless you. I love you. Faith shares family. Love you to life. God bless. Good night.